Hey everyone, this is Norris Tony coming back to you all with another video. I'm going to read an article, and it's from AtlantaBlackStar.com, and it's called Shereé's RHOA Audition Leaks Online, and it's so boring fans believe Nene Leakes wasn't lying about helping her land on the show. Fans are convinced that Nene Leakes helped Shereé Whitfield get cast on The Real Housewives of Atlanta amid the leaking of her boring audition tape. Well, it is unclear who initially uploaded the 53-year-old's video. Ray Love Jr. on X got a hold of it and reposted it for everyone on the platform to see. In the recording, Whitfield can be heard talking about herself, her children, and her business in a monotone. My name is Shereé Whitfield, and I am an up-and-coming designer. Moved to Atlanta 15 years ago. I followed my mom and my brother, the fitness ENTHUSIAST said. Throughout the interview, Whitfield highlighted having a passion for fashion and introduced her idea of She by Shereé. I'm busy working on my designs all day. I go to the gym, I come home, she stated. After that, it's just pretty much working on my designs. She by Shereé. Meeting with all types of different people, from sketch artists to calling manufacturers, and meeting with my design team. It's hectic. The highly anticipated clothing brand has been a huge part of Whitfield's storyline since her start on the show. The talked about dream finally came to fruition in the RHOA season 14 finale after she debuted her fashion collection with a fashion show. Elsewhere in the interview, Whitfield named some of her hobbies, which include traveling, spending time with my kids, laughing, and working out. After watching her video, a few ex-users brought up how bland Whitfield's tape was and suggest that Leakes was not lying about going to bat for her to secure a peach on the show. Yep, Nene definitely helped Shereé get on the show, and I definitely believe Nene when she said the producers found her boring before casting her. I'm saving this video for when I have amnesia. Hashtag RHOA. That's what somebody said. DM, Nene was not lying here because Shereé's audition tape was boring. Hashtag RHOA. And she wanted us to believe Nene didn't help her get on the show. Laughing my A off. The apologies you all owe at Nene Leakes continue to stack up. Cause baby, child, Nene sure wasn't lying when she said she had to help mamas get on the show. Cause good Shereé was just spewing out anything. During the RHOA Season 4 reunion, Leakes told the reunion host Andy Cohen that producers were initially on the fence when it came to hiring Whitfield. I told them about Shereé and Shereé interviewed. However, they thought Shereé was a tad bit boring. I think you may have gotten the notes and I went to bat for her, Nene claimed. She continued, I did do that as a friend, as an associate. I did say I think that Shereé will come out when she's around me. Whitfield quickly rebutted that it was her storyline that jumped off season 1 of the show. Yeah, right. I'm just telling you what the producer said, Leakes clapped back. Whitfield and Leakes were two OGs of the franchise and have made their own distinctive marks on the reality show. What mark has Shereé made? Curious. Though they began the series as friends, the two women had their fair share of rifts and arguments before leaks ultimately left the show in 2020. Although Whitfield and Leaks haven't been spotted together for some time, the mother of three did wish Leaks the best in all of her endeavors in a 2022 interview with Entertainment Tonight. Okay, that's the end of the article. But I'm going to play Shereé audition tape. And y'all can tell me in the comments what you think about it. Give me a second here. I'm going to play it. Okay. Hold on. It's taking me to Twitter, so I'm going to have to play it on Twitter. So it's going to load up in a second. But as soon as it loads up on Twitter, I'm going to play it for you guys and let y'all see and hear it. Okay. For some reason, hold on, the volume, hold on.
My name is Shereé.
Okay.
Whitfield, and I am an up-and-coming designer. Moved to Atlanta 15 years ago. I followed my mom and my brother. Got here and absolutely loved it. Loved it. Atlanta 15 years ago is different than Atlanta today. But loved it. Ended up meeting my husband, had some kids. He's an ex now. Love my kids. Have a passion for fashion. Starting my clothing line, and that's my life. She by Shereé and my kids. Life in Atlanta social scene is wonderful. It's a group of people, all walks of life. You have politicians, you have athletes, you have people in the music industry, fashion. They all come together to these very select functions and just network. I am an up-and-coming designer. I've always had a passion for fashion, designing, clothing. I had a boutique. A couple years ago, I closed. But the only reason I opened the boutique is to actually design. And I just had so much going on with the boutique, I couldn't put 100% into actually designing. So since then, I've closed the boutique, and now I'm working 100% on designing She by Shereé. A typical day in my life. Wake up, get the kids off to school, and I'm busy. I'm busy working on my designs all day. I go to the gym, I come home, and after that it's just pretty much working on my designs, She by Shereé, meeting with all types of different people, from sketch artists to calling manufacturers and meeting with my design team. It's hectic. My hobbies are definitely traveling, spending time with my kids, laughing, working out. I'm really big into fitness. I would love, another passion that I have is I would love to start an organization and kind of work with younger women. Right now the kids are so out of shape. The lifestyles are just not good. And I would love to start an organization working with younger girls, teaching them fitness and eating right. My name is Shereé Whitfield.
Okay.
And I am
That's enough. But yeah. That audition tape, baby. Oh, let me cut the light on. I'm sorry. Okay. That audition tape, baby, was boring. What? Oh my goodness. It was boring. A lot of people maybe would have slept on that. But yeah, Nene definitely helped her get on the show. If it wasn't for Nene, baby, you wouldn't have been on the show. Just flat out. With that audition tape alone, nah. That's lackluster. If anything, just like you. So, baby, you wouldn't have got on the show. Somebody else would have took your place, baby. So, like I said, you owe Nene a lot of credit, because without Nene, we wouldn't know. There would be no Shereé. We wouldn't know who Shereé was. She would just be Bob Whitfield's wife. That's the only thing we would know you as. But like I said, yeah, Shereé was on the show. She got casted, and she was on the show for the first 4 seasons. She got fired, And I didn't see her on the show no more until seasons 9 and 10. She might have been back on season 8, I'm not sure, but I remember her being on seasons 9 and 10 after season 4. And she got fired again, and then she wasn't on season 11, she wasn't on season 12, she wasn't on season 13. So she been back the last 2 seasons, 14 and 15. So like I said, Shereé, and during your time, you haven't been on the show 10 seasons, which I think that's something for an OG to not be on the show for 10 seasons, 10 of the 15 seasons. But okay, during her time on the show, from what I've seen, Shereé has, had a lot of people working for her, and she's had more than one person come out and say that she did not pay them for their work. She been using and taking advantage of people for years. She was the original bone collector. That was her main role, because when she didn't have a storyline, she would be the bone collector, instigating drama, instigating stuff among the other ladies. Because like she tried to be the antagonist, like Giselle is on RHOP. That's Shereé's role as the bone collector. Then Shereé, like I said, you wasn't interested enough after season 4 because they let you go. This is, I believe, her 3rd time back on the show. So it's like, Shereé, yeah, you an OG, but you an OG that keeps getting fired. You done been fired at least 2 times and asked back to the show. And it's like, girl, I wouldn't let nobody fire me more than once and then I come back to that same show. I just wouldn't do it. The reason why they keep asking you back, like you said at the reunion, not because the show is lackluster, it's because they using you to make money off of you. You a marketing tool that they can use to make money, that production and Bravo, the network, can and are using to make money off of. They making money off of you. Girl, they laughing at you. They not laughing with you. They playing you for the fool that you are. Shereé has had, men on the show like Tyrone, her ex-husband Bob, Martell, and I think she had another man on the show, and none of them relationships worked out for her. So her luck and love has been lackluster. But basically Shereé has lied on this show. She has scammed and played people for a fool. And it's like, really, Shereé, at the end of the day, you boo-boo the fool. You miss boo-boo the fool. Literally. So I'm going to go by and say she by shit show. She by stupid. She by need to go back to the fashion, or need to go back to the drawing board and come back and come up with some better fashions. She by bad fashions. She by did not break the internet like you thought you did. You didn't break the internet. Instead, the internet laughed at you. She by scammer, because you've been scamming people like I said. She by needs to be sued by that fashion designer Tyree, and I'm going to talk about him in a little bit. But yeah, she by bad taste in men. She by fitness. She by Shereé fitness is something you should have went by. Because fitness is something you need to stick to. And think about it. You could have came out with a fitness website, with a fitness clothing line, just with fitness clothes, gym clothes. That would have been better for you, than regular fashions. She by need to go back to school, the fashion and business school, because you are bad at business. You are not a good businesswoman. Like I said, she by don't pay, because you don't pay nobody. You use people, like I said. She by fraud, because that's what you are. She by 14 years too late because that fashion, that clothing line, baby, that was 14 years too late. You worked on that fashion line for 14 years, and then get to the season finale of the season 14 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that's all you had to show for all that hard work for all them years? Girl, and then she buy overpriced because her clothes, you go to her website, a lot of them clothes that was in that fashion show are not on that website. She overcharged. Them clothes are too much. They cost too much. Them hoodies and them sweatshirts and them regular t-shirts, they too much. You need to lower them prices because your logo She by Shereé ain't good enough to sell them clothes. Like I said, you got them clothes from other stores and threw your logo on there and selling them on your website, baby. And I don't really think they selling. Not at them high ass prices. Not at all, girl. So like I said, you need to let the fashion go. You need to let the business go and go with fitness. Stick to fitness because that's something you're good at. And then, like I say, Tyree, let's get on him right quick. It was a fashion designer named Tyree. All them clothes that we seen as the viewers on the Real Housewives of Atlanta season finale, season 14, where she had her fashion show, and the models and all them clothes was created by Tyree, the fashion designer. And I can't blame it all on her, but he played himself. He played himself because she definitely used and took advantage of him big time. She did not pay. According to him, he exposed her in an interview. I think it was a YouTube interview. I forgot who interviewed him, but he had receipts. He exposed Shereé for the scammer that she is, for the fraud that she is, for the liar that she is. She paid him either $450 or either $2,000 for all the work that he did, all the designing that he did to help her put that fashion show together. So it's like she don't pay. You should not have let her got over on you like that, Tyree. I forgot his last name. I think it's Tyree Wan or something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah. She played you for a fool. It's like you catch a sucker, bump his head. She definitely bumped your head by playing you. She played you like a violin. You only got either $450 or $2,000 out of her, one of them two amounts. Yeah, you should have sued her. Definitely. And you definitely should not have did all those designs that you did for her. You know, if anything, if Shereé come back to the show next season for season 16, production, y'all need to bring Tyree on the show. I want to see a confrontation or a conversation between him and her. Excuse me. I want him to expose her on the show. I want him to put all them receipts and everything he got on her on that show. That'll be a good storyline. Because she need to make things right with that fashion designer. I want a confrontation. I want to see her reaction to it. I want to see how she gonna navigate her way out of that confrontation. I want to see a conversation between the two of them. I want him to come on there and expose her and, do what he got to do, say what he got to say. And I want to see her come back. Because Shereé has been skating on by. She been getting away with a lot of stuff over the years on that show. But like I said, the network is using you. Yeah, they keep asking you to come back. But like I said, when you come back, you don't bring much to the show. You don't bring much to the table. You wish that you could be the woman that Candy is. And you don't have a leg to stand on when it comes to Candy nor Nene. because you want to be something that they are, or they are, or at least what Nene was and what Candy is. You want to be the face and the star of RHOA. You never have, and you never will be that. She by don't got it, or ain't got it. You ain't got what it takes, baby. You definitely don't. And then, so yeah, you are OG. She by OG by default. That's what you are. You're OG by default. That's what you are, Shereé. Because like I said, if it wasn't for Nene, we wouldn't even know you. She by forgettable. Because that's what you are, forgettable. Because when you've been off the show, all these seasons that you've been off the show, which I think is like 6 or 7 seasons, you were forgettable. Didn't nobody even look twice at you. Didn't nobody even think about you. Didn't nobody even talk about you, Shereé. Period. She by cheap, because that's what you are. And then I hear people on the internet saying, well, people want to bring Shereé back to make her the anchor of the show. Shereé can't even anchor her own life. She can't even anchor her own relationships. She can't anchor her own friendships. Matter of fact, Shereé can't even anchor her own website, let alone the show. She can't even anchor the group of ladies. She can't anchor them friendships. She can't anchor the friendship circle. She can't do any of that. And then, like I said, she can't anchor her own website. And the gag is, she can't even anchor enough confidence to keep her natural looks. She by need to stop getting plastic surgery. She by plastic surgery going wrong. She by need to stop messing with her nose. Because she messing up her nose, baby. You just about then ruined that poor nose. You didn't need, like you waited, she by too old to get that plastic surgery, because baby, you waited over the age of 50, I believe. She probably was getting work done before then, but not as work as she is now. You waited now to get all this surgery done to your face. Shereé looked good on that audition tape. She was beautiful. She still is in a way beautiful, but she was more beautiful on that audition tape. She looked good on that tape. Her arms looked good. She was in shape. She was well cut and fit. She was super fit. She looked great in that audition tape. She could have came out, like I said, with her own fitness video. You know, and for her to sit up there and get plastic surgery, Shereé, you did not need to waste the money or time doing that. She by wasted her money, and she by wasted her time. You could have kept your money and your time, because you didn't need any work done. You had the perfect look as far as looks are concerned. And you're starting to ruin them look. You're starting to ruin that. So it's like I said, Shereé's feet need to be held to the fire in that season about all the things that she has done, you know, as far as scamming people, using people, not paying people, and then especially about this fashion designer Tyree. He definitely need to be invited on the show to confront her about not paying him his money. But yeah, like I said, I hope Shereé, you know, she by low self-esteem, she by insecure, because that's what she is. You know, when it comes to Candy, I think she's so threatened and so jealous by Candy that, you know, she just can't stop hating on her. Candy is coming at her because Shereé starts it with Candy. You know, that's it. But like I said, hopefully, I think Shereé needs a little help, a little therapy. Hopefully she gets that. But until then, I hope all the ladies of RHOA enjoy the off season. And I'll be waiting to see which of these ladies will be on the show next season. Even though I think a lot of them should be replaced. That's just my opinion. But until then, I hope you all like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Thanks for watching, and you all have a good evening. Peace.